Kia ora and no mai haere mai. The scene is set at English Park, Ototahi, Christchurch for the second match in the 2022 New Zealand Football National League Championship match. Remember, it is the home side, Canterbury United Pride, hosting Central Football, and that 2021 Championship League was cancelled, as we remember, due to COVID. So it's great to have the National League back. And while there was no National League, there was a South Central series in which both these teams, Canterbury Pride and Central Football, participated in 2021. Joining me in commentary is star midfielder, football fern, Annalie Longo. So lucky to have you here, Annalie. We'll talk about the match officials. Tom Lawson's with the whistle today, Courtney Bremner and Subo Sarkar on the sideline, fourth official Simon Roydhouse. But welcome, Annalie. And you look at your stats, if people didn't know, the first player in the world to play FIFA Under-17, FIFA Under-20, FIFA Women's World Cup and two Olympics. So welcome.
Kia ora, Leslie. It's fantastic to be here. And we'll just have a quick look at the Canterbury United Pride starting 11. A very consistent lineup, a lot of experience in the squad, and led by captain and fantastic Rebecca Lake at the back. Got Una Foyle in goal, Ella Firth, Lara Wall, Michaela Hunt, Kate Loy, Charlotte Mortlock, and Brittany Lee Nicholson leading the line, with Whitney Hipner, our most capped player for the Pride, Petra Buick, and Chloe Bellamy, coached by Alana Gunn and assistant coach of Cleo Girbot.
To the starting 11 for Central, and interestingly Annie Foote in goal for Central, Waimakariri, local girl here, but she'll be in the opposition today, Rebecca Jewett, and looking further through, Kate Morey, Kate Bennett. They'll be really key to having that stability for Central. Georgie Furnell, Ashley Arquette, and of course, up the front, we will have Chittenden and Kleinsman having to do the duties with the strike, and when they get the opportunities. The coach today is Lisa Walker. We do know that Matthew Calvert usually is in charge, but he has football playing responsibilities himself, and Lisa Walker today is assisted by Cam Smith. So the players now, as you can see, just lining up in front of the Steve Sumner stand here at English Park, and we will have a minute's silence, and we will be able to pay our respects for the late Queen Elizabeth II, as both teams now line up with the officials on a really beautiful spring afternoon. A little bit chilly this morning with a 4-degree frost, but nonetheless it'll be ideal footballing conditions, won't it, Annalie?
Absolutely, it's beautiful out here at English Park. I think 13 degrees, I saw it come up, but beautiful blue skies. We've obviously seen a fantastic game of football prior with the youth girls playing. A 4-0 win for Canterbury United Pride against Central in the Youth Development League. So fantastic to see those girls out there playing, some quality coming through. And yeah, looking forward to seeing the seniors in action in a few minutes.
So as we saw then, those temperatures, it's quite cool, but there's no winds, no significant wind building, which will be really good if they're looking to angle the corners in or just get a lot of aerial ball going. It's not going to affect that part of the game. But the teams, as you can see, they are going to assume the circle for the 1 minute silence.
And the assessor is Mr. Paul Dalzell. As we wait for the officials and captains to do
Toss happening at the moment, a few ground rules being set out as well. But pretty exciting, isn't it, to have the National League back? So good.
So exciting.
Royal Highness Queen Elizabeth II.
So the toss has been made and players now will get into that circle for the minute silence. Uh, all due respect to the passing of Queen Elizabeth II. And the players now will just get themselves a little huddle either side. What do you say in those huddles, Annalie Longo? What last-minute instructions happen in there?
All a little bit different, but I think the main thing is just your focuses. I think as a team coming in, it's the start of a league. You want to start well, a little bit of enthusiasm, get the girls up, but basically it's just some reminders, just making sure the team's set. A couple of key reminders for individuals, maybe what you want to go out and do in the first 5 minutes. But really, there's a lot of excitement in that moment. You know, kind of few minutes to go, get your heart rate down, and yeah, get ready to kick off.
Relax into it, and you think of the different preparations. I know that Central have had a couple of camps together. I know that the Canterbury United Pride have probably had 2 good weeks. They've probably been together for 4, but 2 good weeks to prepare for this opening match in 2022. It is the New Zealand Football Women's National League Championship, and we're off.
Looks like
Nearly.
Canterbury United Pride to kick off with Mortlock on the ball.
It's a quick game already, isn't it? Getting some nice one-touch passes first up, which is what they want to do. They want to get a good feel of the ball in early days.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, as a player, you want to get on the ball as early as you can, you know, relax into it, get on the ball, you know, get a bit of confidence and look to combine. I've got Lara Wall here, getting up and down the wing.
You know, for both sides, there is consistency in their squad. So they, you know, it's not like they're meeting each other for the first time in terms of these two teams meeting last year. I think there was a 6-0 and a 4-0 win to the Pride as they make some progress up the field. But a couple of good wins. But Central is a team on the rise. I mean, they've probably got the most difficult campaign in terms of their geographical spread, right?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Central, you know, they do it tough. They've got 5 different regions, players coming from everywhere, and the amount of time they have together is very limited. So, you know, they do a fantastic job in trying to bring the girls together. We've got Lara Wall here driving down the line.
Can she get the ball across? And corner, is it? Who did it come off last? Or is it a goal kick? No, it looks as though they're setting up for a corner. So certainly we can see already the Canterbury United Pride are looking to play the game at pace. Get Central pedalling back, those quick one-touch passes.
Absolutely. I think ball speed will be key here for Canterbury United Pride. If they can shift the ball, use the width, use the space in between units to try and really break down that Central defence.
Port Hills in the background as the kick comes across the face of the
Mortlock.
goal. Excellent header out of defence. Good place to put it, out wide. Very young side, Central. Very young. 2 16-year-olds in Lara Smith and Rebecca Truitt. 3 17-year-olds, Georgie Fernell, Holly Kleinsman and McKenna Chittenden. And 4 18-year-olds. So it's a very youthful looking team, and I'll certainly be looking to the likes of Ashley Arquette, Holly Scott, and she comes on, and Kate Bennett. Una Foyle in goal for the Pride. Comes up a bit of pressure, and
A bit of a giveaway there by Canterbury United Pride. And the shot just off target there. It's exciting though there for Central football, I think. A little bit of break on transition, looking to get numbers forward, and I guess pouncing on those mistakes by Canterbury United Pride.
good for Central. They've got a shot on goal. That'll give them some confidence. They know what they will be up against. Had a good chat with Matthew Calvert yesterday. As we mentioned, he's not here with the team today, but he said the players are going to have to play really well as a team, not as individuals, if they're going to challenge and threaten this very strong Canterbury United Pride side. But we know they'll be ready and willing for it. Good tussle. Lara Wall coming away with the ball. Show their defensive structure and the back for the Pride. Now Foyle happy just to get the ball out on the right-hand side. You know, from that very frenetic first couple of minutes, it's just getting a bit of composure on the ball. They won't want to lose that ball on transition again, the Pride. But I guess from a point of view that every player getting a bit of a touch.
Yeah, just see Pride trying to be patient here, trying to get their midfielders on the ball. See Hepburn being involved heavily early.
Nice left foot pass up the field.
Good movement in behind there by Charlotte Mortlock, just running off the shoulder of the defender and looking to stretch that back four.
Lara Wall's been very prominent early on. Michaela Hunt. Rebecca Lake, tried and true at the back for the Pride. Lucky to have them. Brittany Lee Nicholson. And that will be a free kick. They're not in a hurry to take the ball. Sit down for Central. Talk to us a little bit about Annie Foote and goal for Central.
So just going to say it's a little bit unusual to see her in the old Central colours, but fantastic to see her out playing in the National Women's League. She was obviously a mainland player, played for the Pride a couple of times last season, and moved to Wellington actually this season for university and playing club football. And yeah, just nice to see her out here for Central today. She's definitely a goalkeeper that's coming through the ranks, some quality shot stopping, and yeah, definitely working on her distribution, and yeah, exciting future for Annie Foote in goal.
So Lara Wall again, that number 10 shirt today, Lottie Mortlock, and still available. No.
Gone out for a corner.
Yep.
It's usually a Whitney Hepburn special on the edge of the box. Any balls that come out there, you put money on Whitney Hepburn to finish those.
And while we are very fortunate to have Annalie Longo in the commentary position, she would normally be out there with the number 10 jersey on, and I'm sure there's a lot of football, passionate football followers and sport followers in general just wondering how you're getting on after your knee injury, Annalie.
Yeah, it's been a tough couple of weeks. It's actually 2 weeks today, but yeah, sometimes football can be cruel. But yeah, I'm trying to be as positive as possible, hopefully have a surgery date as soon as possible, and yeah, with a bit of belief and hard work, hopefully be back on the field in no time.
Well, if anyone can do it, you can. Well, we're grateful anyway that you're spending some time with us up here and giving your expert analysis.
Make on the ball.
Been impressive so far, the control that the Pride have had.
Nice little turn there by Kate Loy. She's so dangerous in between pockets, getting turned, facing forward, really creative player. If the Pride can get her on the ball facing forward, you know, I think they'll cause all sorts of problems.
She's such a hard worker too, isn't she?
Oh, she works hard. She can run.
Yeah, hunches those shoulders down and those legs get moving. Oh, this is an opportunity for Central just to mount something, but that last pass. But they're showing a willingness when they do get that ball forward. They've got players up with them, Central. They're going to have to take their chances. And important for them, not only do they need to take them, they need to stay in the competition, don't they? Stay in the tackle.
Absolutely. I think defensively, you know, they're really strong, compact. They make it hard for teams. But what they need to show is that transition. So when they do win it, break forward early, quickly, numbers forward, runs forward, because I think that's how they'll hurt teams, definitely on that transition.
Again, just looking to set a stable platform to push the ball forward. Mortlock out on the left, goes left to right, gets an opportunity. Can she get the ball into the box? And it's a free kick just outside. Good position. Now, what can the Canterbury United Pride conjure up here? And it is Kate Loy. Has a look, surveys what's across. The group of Pride players well to her right. Going to try and either curve the ball from left to right or maybe even take a direct shot, although she's got those three central defenders in front of her. Over the top it goes, looking for a header. And it is very composed defence from Central. Well done to them. Look at that clever, lovely control, getting the ball out of defence. And confidence.
Yeah, beautiful play there by Tessa Hyland, just comfortable in possession. A little bit of good feet trickery and finds a full pass, which is nice to see.
Good speed of ball up the pitch as well for Central. So not content just to hang back and fill the defensive positions, getting that ball up on the attacking areas. The team in green. And having a go, which is what you want, but it is exciting to have the National League back. And how good having that youth championship as well. We've already seen a couple of matches in that today. We saw earlier the Canterbury United Pride youth team beat Central 4-0 after being up 3-0 at half-time, but it's exposing so many footballers, isn't it? Both that competition and having the National League back.
Yeah, it's fantastic. What an opportunity for players. We talk about experience and getting used to things. You know, we've got girls that are preparing for the Under-17 World Cup, so to be able to have this experience of travelling and playing games against different opponents, you know, this is what you face when you get to that talent level. So great opportunity for players, and yeah, can't wait to see, I guess, the competitiveness of the league, and obviously a mixture of club-based teams and federation teams. You know, it's a really exciting competition.
Yep. So the deal with the 4 club teams from Auckland, right, and we've got 4 federation teams, when do those federation teams go into having club representatives? Will that happen?
That's the goal, so to turn into a full club-based model. At the moment, we've got you know, a few factors in ensuring we keep the sustainability and the quality of the competition. We've got a shot here, and it's in.
Oh, great. There it goes. Fantastic goal. What a finish. Came from a corner originally, but it looked like a very rehearsed set-piece play in Longo.
Yeah, it's just come out to the edge of the box here. Rebecca Lake with the shot, and Annie Foote just not able to hang on to it, and it is in the back of the net.
1-0. Canterbury Pride over Central. And 11 minutes, and a tick over 11 minutes on the clock. That will give a lot of encouragement.
Goal for Pride, scored by number 13, Whitney Hepburn.
Goal scorer 13, Whitney Hepburn.
Well, you could see it happening, couldn't you? You could see what they were trying to create, the Pride, and keeping the ball at the back, happy to get the one-touch passes going. And I think Lara Wall was very instrumental earlier on too. So an injury, this is not what Central want. Can't quite see who it is down there, but it's certainly someone who's in a lot of pain.
It does give me a little bit of flashback.
Oh no.
Unfortunately, but I can't actually see who the player is, but hoping it's nothing too serious.
Just going back to, well, we've got this little delay in an injury. The idea around the double round for the National League as well, which is another important part of 2022 and what it does for women's football in this country.
Yeah, it's fantastic. We've obviously had a bit of a break with only having to, you know, with COVID and circumstances, we've only been able to run one round for a while, but it's nice to have a double round back. You know, it's so important for these girls to play quality matches in a proper league. So having that 2-round home and away, I think is really important to players and coaches to be able to build throughout the season. So really nice to have 2 rounds, quality, you know, competition, different opposition, different, I guess, exposure for players. So yeah, really looking forward to seeing the teams and the matchups.
Yeah, and I guess the home and away too, because often we do talk about home advantage. I know that in today's world that you're trying to negate that, through the mental skills side of things. But important, I think, to see family and a really good crowd here at English Park as well, to see family and to play in front of your family is pretty critical as well.
Yeah, I think that's really important to be able to bring football, to your home city or region, for the opportunity for family to see your players play. But also, I think it's nice for players to learn and develop. So when you play a team once, it's hard to prepare and get things organised. But if you play them twice, you can see that development over a period of time. So really good learning opportunity for both coaches as well. What have they done in the first game? What can we change and improve for the second game when you go out and play the same team? It's nice to see that development coming through.
Expert comments coming from Annalie Longo, 128 internationals for her country. And I just can't believe how many World Cups you've been to. Was it 4? And 2 Olympics?
You can't ask me these questions,
Yeah.
Leslie.
I counted 4. Or is it 5?
No comment.
That is amazing. 128 caps. We went through at the beginning, didn't we? What you've done. First player in the world to play FIFA under 17, FIFA under 20, FIFA Women's World Cup and 2 Olympics. But we do not want to see players being carried off the field, and that is what has happened. We just can't quite pick up who the central player is who has had to be stretchered off here at English Park. And just a couple of minutes after Canterbury Pride put the ball in the back of the net, courtesy of Whitney Hepburn. So we'll get underway in just a moment.
Looks like Kate Morey is the player that unfortunately has gone off.
Lower leg injury. We get an update from the central camp at half-time. And hopefully a thumbs up as well, just to say that all is well. But pretty tough 14 minutes into the game and you're carried off. So not good news for Central on that count. She's 21 years of age, Kate Morey. I know she's quite a key part of this Central lineup. And it'll be a free kick to Canterbury. Have taken it very quickly as well. They're certainly not mucking around, but they have lost possession. And that quick game that they're trying to play, the Pride, it does bring a little bit of dispossession on occasions, but you've got to be in to try, don't you? You've got to get your momentum going. And again, Central getting the ball back, getting a pass away. Just throwing a little bit of doubt into that defensive unit for the Pride. So you look at the Pride side filled with team or players from Coastal Spirit Club, Kashmir Technical, of course Coastal Spirit winning the local club competition. And up and over.
Yeah, I think it's fantastic to see actually a number of girls coming from a number of clubs this season. We've even got players moving from around the country, so a couple of players from Auckland moving down, residing now in Christchurch with university or coming down for the league. So both Chloe Bellamy and Kendra Smith at West Coast Rangers have moved down to Christchurch, and Petra Buick from Ellerslie United in Auckland. So just building that depth squad. Looks like there's an offside there. Rebecca Truitt running in behind.
The ball now coming through the left side. And again, they've been very busy up the front, haven't they? Mortlock again, looking to go left to right. She's already shown us that she's got that ability. Lovely transfer to Loy. And Wall waits for it as well. Number 4, she's been really busy in the early stages of this match. Triangle passes, a heap of them on show already. Into the face of the box. Oh, just a slight miss kick then. Into the midfield. That midfield at the moment being won by the Pride. Very quick on that loose ball. And Annie Foot exits the ball, but again it goes on to the team wearing red and black, and it's again Lara Wall with the ball up that left flank. Gets it across the face. Oh, and they tuck the ball back in behind, but well cleared. But generally the clear's going straight out to a Pride player. Oh, Central under a little bit of pressure to clear the ball out of danger. Keeps coming back to their very deep defence.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Central almost sitting in a 5-4-1, I think originally a 3-5-2, but their wing backs look like they've dropped in pretty deep. Which means when you do win the ball, you know, having those numbers forward is hard. So it's really important on that first pass that you retain possession, so you can just allow your players to step up the pitch a little bit more and combine and connect. But Central doing a fantastic work in terms of work rate. They're working hard, the likes of Tessa Highland in that midfield. Ashley Artek, you know, she's working hard and hustling and really making, you know, Canterbury United play the ball quickly, shift it. But yeah, definitely putting on a lot of pressure in that mid to deep block.
And let's not forget, it is the first match, 2022, for both these sides. And they'll be looking to just get their combinations running and confidence between the communication and the skill set. Out onto the left. Again, Mortlock's very busy. Passes away beautifully. Buick on the end of it. A little touch into the box, but just not enough on the pass. Makes Central clear the ball, though. It will be possession to Canterbury Pride. Lara Wall. I'm sure she's probably run the most metres so far in this match. Only matched by Kate Loy, who gets the left boot across the face of the goal. That's a dangerous ball, but it's well cleared in defence by Central. And here they come again. Their transition's really quick. They don't spend a lot of time setting it up, but they get that ball up the front and they have very quick front runners to Central. 1-0 to the Pride. And back to Una Foyle in goal. Oh, a lot of applause from the spectators here for that little bit of skill and some hard running. There's going to be some very good goalkeeping from Foot, who recognises the danger, comes out, snaffles the ball. Left footer as well. Important thing is she keeps possession, well brought down. And straight away, the ball, the pass has gone upfield. They certainly don't muck around.
Yeah, beautiful touch there by Tessa Highland in that midfield position, just bringing the ball down, playing the ball forward, and then, yeah, that quick transition forward, numbers forward.
This is a good position for Central to be in. They know they have to be the next team to score. High on their right flank. And there's Kate Loy back helping the ball through as well for the Pride.
Sure, it will just be a little bit disappointed with that first touch, I think, if she can get the ball under control there and you know, look to take her player on 1v1 or get a delivery. I think that's, yeah, we'd love to see Rebecca involved. Obviously a quality player and in contention for that Under-17 World Cup with the squad to be announced shortly. So fingers crossed for a number of these girls are up for selection.
That World Cup's in India?
It is, the Under-17 World Cup.
Great experience, won't it? I don't think many of them would have been to India before, and it's a fantastic place to go and experience. Pride in the midfield, running with the ball at pace.
Lottie finds Buick.
Here she is again.
Drives.
Buick, shot at goal, looking for the flank to overlap and get a little touch.
Would love to see her be really confident there. I'm not sure if that was a shot or a cross, but would love to see her. She's got a wicked left foot, a really powerful strike. So those fantastic runs and positions. I'd just love to see that final product, maybe a shot on target or possibly someone coming in that back post. But a quality strike that she has. She's definitely dangerous on that left wing.
Well, there's certainly been a plentiful amount of ball supply from the back of the Pride. They just couldn't quite get that in. But what they've tried to do, get those one-touch passes going, get the running forward. Both teams have to take a lot of credit. 24 minutes into the first half here at English Park.
Yeah, just missing that final little bit of quality, I think, for Pride in that attacking third. Build-up seems to be okay and finding the midfielders on the ball. That's just that lack of kind of final delivery or cross or shot, that outcome is what they're missing at the moment. But plenty of touches for the centre-backs and spreading the ball.
I mentioned earlier on about the youth that is in the Central side. You know, the fact that they've got 2 16-year-olds and 3 17-year-olds. I mean, this is such a good challenge for them to measure themselves up against these players from the Canterbury United Pride. And so far, they're doing a fine job. And certainly they have threatened that Pride defence. They are in defence mode at the moment, the Central team.
Absolutely, they're making it tough. I think what's really great about Central is that collective we spoke about earlier, being a collective instead of an individual. You know, they really heavily rely on working together, working hard, making it hard for opposition, and they've got some really good, I guess, team members that really bring out that leadership. So the likes of Kate Bennett in the centre back role, a lot of experience, but just a great person off the field as well as on the field. So she'll really lead the team and keep that cohesion and that collective buy-in to, I guess, keep this team going forward.
Here's these young leads again. Speed to burn. And what we like about their spontaneous skills is that they just love to attack as well, that they have no fear.
Exactly, that's what the youth bring, that youthfulness and not afraid to try things and take players on. I've trained a number of times with Charlotte Mortlock, and she continues to try and rainbow me every training session, so I've tried to snap that out of her, but that youthfulness and excitement is refreshing from players.
Absolutely. And expect the unexpected. It's the other thing as well. Central enjoying quite a bit of possession. Certainly the Pride are not having it all their own way. Good tussle. We talked about staying in the competition, staying in the tackle, and they're certainly doing that, this young team from Central. The 5 regions you talked about, Manawatu, Hawke's Bay, Wanganui, Gisborne, Taranaki. It covers quite a lot of geographical area. I think there's someone from every region, isn't there?
Yes, I think there's a good spread here in the Central team, which is fantastic to see the whole country represented here in the National League from Central. So yeah, nice to see the regions, but certainly challenging for players to travel and drive and make training. So very tough on the Central players to get that cohesion.
That was mesmerising skill coming from Lara Wall again. And this time, Foot gleefully grabs that ball. And you're not getting another one past me. Not right now, anyway. Pace of the game's good. First match up. Because the lungs will be stinging a bit. There's that fast ball again.
Bit of a shock to system for players, I think. When you're out on English Park and you get flashbacks of 30 degree days in the heat and extra time and all those things, it certainly makes it difficult for players.
Beautiful spring day, spring afternoon, late afternoon here in Otatahi, Christchurch. And a good thing from Una Foyle's point of view, the goalkeeper for Canterbury United Pride, is that she's had plenty of touches early on. And that's a good thing from her perspective, keeping herself in the game, trying to spread it wide, the Pride, try and stretch out this Very competitive Central side. Oh, good tackle. And whistle gone, has it? And it will be...
Looks like Lara Wall just gone down there. Bit of a heavy contact and challenge as she hit the ground. She's up and moving, looks to be okay.
So it will be Central ball. No, that tackle that we just saw, no, beg your pardons. We're getting in there and we're going to have a go, says Central. Love the robust play. The other thing we talked about with this National League and the Youth League that plays before these games, which is fantastic, the young ball girls that are here, they're part of the Pride Academy as well in the youth and first kicks. So
yeah, I think that's really important for clubs and communities, and really growing the game is having those important volunteers that get behind the girls. So yeah, for clubs and federations to have ball girls and festivals and halftime activations, it's really important in that exposure.
Across the goal it goes, and important save. Everybody's in the net except the ball. Oh, she's looking good, Annie Foot, and looking confident and making really good decisions. She's come out well, intercepted the ball, and she's directing the defence.
Yeah, she's done a good job there, hanging on to it. You've got Chloe Bellamy running down you at pace under pressure, so she's done well to hang on and latch on to that ball.
Loy up the left flank, goes back in field and back. Kayla Hunt's been instrumental in getting that ball forward too for the Pride, wearing 5 in the red and black. With the Pride, have they got a chance to have a shot at goal? They've generally kept it pretty close in there.
Good feet there by Brittany Lee Nicholson, just taking on her player, and just didn't quite connect with the shot. But
now here's a chance for Central. Again, the fast break, the turnover, and can they get that shot away at goal? Can they get their boot onto it? Free players setting it up, they are, and the Pride can't get near it. And they can stifle it that time. Helena Firth. But a good little tussle from Central. Just couldn't get a really good shot at goal away.
yeah, nice little switch of play there by Central, and then finding Highland on the edge of the box, getting a shot. Just unable to put it on target, but very pleasing signs there for Central football.
Great through ball. Lovely ball. Again, they've utilised the left quite a lot, haven't we? Mortlock with it. That left to right. Buick. Can she get the shot away as well? No, she can't. That defence is sure. Good combinations, Annalie, up that left flank for the Pride.
Yeah, just starting to see a little bit of interchange from Canterbury United with Mortlock and Buick there, with Mortlock spinning into the pocket.
Nice cross it too, but again, Loy has it. Can she get the shot away? And just dribbles over that back line. Goal kick. I think the Pride were hoping for a corner, but...
Beautiful control and feet there by Loy.
But they're getting in the way, the Central defenders, aren't they? They are blocking, they're getting into good positions. 1-0, the Pride. 34th minute. The goal was scored, I think, into the 12th minute. Whitney Hepburn.
Good tussle there from Bellamy and Bennett.
It's always Plenty of red shirts surrounding that ball in the midfield. Buick, good acquisition from Auckland for the Pride. And that was just a straight turnover. Oh, this is a great opportunity.
2v1 or 3v1, or and just the touch letting her down, just gone a little bit wide.
I actually thought she'd made a pass, didn't realise it was to no one.
Just a little bit sloppy there from Canterbury United, just giving away position far too easily in that back four. But here we go, a bit of a break. Mortlog on the run.
Look at the speed.
Buick.
And again, Central can get something on it, can't they?
Just a little bit overhit there from Buick, but Nicholson still on the ball looking for the cross.
Nice cross too. Can we get a head around it?
Bellamy up for the header.
Still in play.
See the work rate there of Rebecca Truitt. That's her back defending. She's been up the field as a wing back. Now she's all the way back defending. It's fantastic to see her getting around the pitch.
Well, they're playing with so much composure, Central are. They might be 1-0 down, but you look at the effort that they have put in so far, both on attack and especially in defence, and the contest, making the Pride pass the ball with a bit of pressure on it. Trying the long ball through this time, but that's sealed off as well. But Buick does well. Still got it. Handy left boot with the curve away. Talked about that big shot that she's got, that she can really drag out the left boot. We talked, there's no wind to speak of. And Annie Foot to exit the ball out for Central.
You've got to hate that as a player when you change sides and you have to run on all the way across to the other side of the pitch. Always give the old goalkeeper the eyes.
Again, Buick's involved in getting that ball back. Mortlock has it, gets the ball through. What a lovely pass into the ball, into the box, and a shot at goal, and there's goal number 2. That lovely interpassing that we've seen from the Canterbury United Pride right from the beginning of the match, and it's paid dividends again, Annalie Longo.
Yes, fantastic. Beautiful ball inside there to Charlotte Mortlock, and then just a little bit of a reverse pass to find, I think it's Chloe Bellamy, and she does well, beats her player with her right foot, and then a tidy finish into the bottom corner.
Great goal there from number 8.
Debut here for Chloe Bellamy, so fantastic start for her. West Coast Rangers player from Auckland has travelled down to Christchurch and now residing here, so fantastic for her. Nice debut and nice way to start the campaign.
It's a heck of a commitment, isn't it, to come down from Auckland? I mean, they obviously didn't make the sides, the club sides that got into the National League up there, so that frees them up to be contracted to other teams.
Yes, absolutely. So both playing in the Auckland NRF competition, but both wanting to play, Kendra and Chloe, both wanting to play National League football. So yeah, making the move to come down and further their development and work with Canterbury United Pride. So yeah, fantastic to have those girls both involved in the National League.
Well, it says so much about where they want to take their football as well. What a goal. It all looked quite as if Central were just mopping up everything that the Pride was sending at them and having a few forays themselves into the Pride defence, but it was the Bellamy finish that gives the Pride the 2-0 lead into the 39th minute, first half. Well, there's been a lot of admiration for Central. I mean, Pride, when they have got the ball and are moving forward, they look in control, don't they?
Yeah, just starting to find their feet, I think. Still a little bit sloppy in that attacking third, but I think when they're composed and shifting the ball and getting players in between units, like we saw Mortlog just before, finding that little bit of space and facing forward, then they definitely look dangerous.
Well, I've been impressed with Rebecca Truitt. Here she is getting the ball away, but it's intercepted by Loy. A lovely little deft pass out to the right. Again, trying to find all those little passes. Nicholson. And Loy again mops up. Opportunity for Mortlock. And again, there's just an element in that occasion of the Central just kicking it anywhere, as long as it got out of the box. Good contest. Eleanor Firth keeps the ball in. A couple of passes up the pitch go the Pride.
Lovely
out on
one.
the right flank now.
Yeah, beautiful, lovely 1-2 out there on the right wing.
Nicholson, and the shot at goal. Straight into the hands of Annie Foote. Here's the quick switch, but the Pride are onto it. Oh, Whitney Hepburn's been prominent in that midfield too. Wall challenges. Again, it's Truitt. That is making sure that the ball does not go near the goal.
Hepburn certainly the heart and soul of this Canterbury United squad. A lot of experience, but really does a lot of hard work in terms of mopping up play. She's hard in defence, but she's a very, very good distributor of the ball. So switches play effectively and gets players on the ball.
She's playing a bit higher today than I would normally see her. Is that right? Or
Our normal
Hepburn?
defensive role might be slightly different in the way the style of Central United means you can get a little bit higher on the pitch, but yeah, she certainly does well in pulling the strings for this Canterbury United Pride team.
It's all about football now, isn't it? The football intel. Lots of time on the ball tells you they are good players. Out on that left flank for Central. Can't get the pass away, but it catches a Pride foot. 2-0 it is, Pride leading. Goals in the 12th minute and the 38th minute. And being shared as well. Whitney Hepburn, Chloe Bellamy. Here's Central getting a lovely ball through. An opportunity here. Oh, and Foyle. That was offside, was she? Just a little bit too ambitious getting in behind the defence. Foyle still did well. Well, you know, when you're 2-0 down, you've got to take a chance.
Yeah, good switch of play there from Central, and certainly causing a few problems with Rebecca and getting up and down in that wing-back position.
Oh, Petra Buick just showed her turn of speed there, didn't she? That she outpaced the defender and getting to that ball to get the cross to Foote. So acceleration over the first couple of paces. Terrific control from Loy. And Wall, and they'll set it up again through Hunt. Well, that will make now Central not putting a lot of pressure on in the Pride midfield here, but they've been able to intercept that under no pressure from Wall. She's back though to probably just edge it back to Foyle. And that's how Central are able to stay in it, isn't it? That they're staying in the tackle, which is so important, staying in, looking to see where that ball might be telegraphed, where it's going, and intercepting the pass. Two 0 it is. And this time Central having to beat back in defence again. It's stretching the game. And a lot of running in the first 43 minutes of this match. Again, this very experienced back trio for the Pride. Lake, Hunt and Wall. Foil and goal, and a shot, speculative it was.
Ambitious. Like to see those on the edge of the box. The first time volley that goes in the top corner, everybody's your biggest fan.
Oh, it looks so good, doesn't it?
Love to see that confidence from players.
Yeah. Getting the ball up and behind the Pride defence, but again they're able to nod it back by their, not their head of course, but just one touch past to Foyle, who sets it up again, up that right flank this time. We've seen it up the left a lot from the red and blacks. There will be a little bit of added time, won't there, for that injury, which we will find a little bit more about at half time. One of the Central players, well, you did identify them, didn't you? That injury.
I believe it was Cape Morey.
Yes.
Unfortunately, so
we'll find out a little bit about the extent of it at half time and bring you the news when we resume after the halftime whistle goes. Good header, keeping possession, the Pride, but again, Central confident in the confrontation, aren't they? Confident to come out and get the ball back. A lovely ball through. That's terrific stuff. Hepburn delivers it, but it's got two Central defenders and they block it off. Not in a hurry to take this. Any foot. Just a bit more space now, isn't there? Both teams have eased into the match. Hepburn in charge when she's on the ball, wearing 13 for the Pride. So can the Pride get something late in this first half? They have the ball out on that right flank, opt to go back. Rebecca Lake, such an experienced player for the Pride. So good for her players upfield to know that she's sitting behind.
Key member for the Pride, Rebecca Lake, in that centre back role. A lot of experience, a lot of leadership. We've actually had a few girls head away with the futsal team recently. Rebecca Lake up top, Eleanor Firth.
Oh, look, there's Hepburn way back, executing an excellent slide tackle. And Canterbury Pride will get a throw in deep on their right-hand side. Well, they've used this quite a lot, the back pass to Foyle and goal. A lot of space there at the back. A lot of freedom. Bellamy, goal scorer. All those travel kilometres from Auckland to Christchurch will have paid off for her. Wall gets the ball across the face and Foot says, thank you very much. Hepburn races to get the ball back and keep possession for the Pride. Here's the whistle. That is the halftime whistle. And our referee, Tom Lawson, says time for a break in the opening match. But what we can tell you, if you can't read, is that the Canterbury United Pride are 2-0 up over Central through goals through Whitney Hepburn and Chloe Bellamy. And Annalie Longo, your analysis of that first 45.
Yeah, a nice first 45 for the opening National Women's League game. I think Canterbury very much in control, a lot of possession, obviously taken 2 chances, but Central are in it. They've had a couple of opportunities on the break, a bit of transition, but so far very comfortable for Canterbury United Pride.
Yes, it is. We go to the halftime break. It is the home side who have got the early goals, and they lead Central football by 2-0.
To sell Eden Park out, you'll have no better occasion than Australia at home. I'm hoping that come September we've sold out Eden Park and we're walking out to 54, I think, thousand screaming Kiwi fans. It would just be a dream come true.
Hey guys, Libby Kakachi here. I haven't played at home for more than 2 years now, and I cannot wait to play against the Aussies at Eden Park in front of the home fans. Can't wait to see you guys there.
Hey NZ, super excited to get home next month. It's going to be a fantastic game against the Aussies at Eden Park. Hopefully we can fill out the stadium. See you all at the game.
Kia ora whānau. The All Whites are excited to be back in Auckland next month to take on the Socceroos. After 5 years away, we'll be celebrating a century of our Trans-Tasman rivalry. You don't want to miss this. Get your tickets now, and I can't wait to see you there. Come on, the All Whites.
At Ford, we're always looking towards the future. So while we're proud of our range of vehicles, we're even prouder of being the first company to support not only the football ferns, but the next generation. And the legends we grew up wanting to be.
We believe in supporting and nurturing our extended sporting whānau, working towards promoting a healthy group activity that kids, parents and friends love. We want everyone to feel invited. It is in our DNA. We are accessible to all. We are football in Aotearoa. We are the beautiful game, and we are proud to be the largest sporting whānau in New Zealand.
The FIFA Women's World Cup is coming to the shores of Aotearoa, New Zealand in 2023. Uniting Aotearoa, it offers an unprecedented opportunity to make our game bigger, better and bolder for everyone, especially for girls and women. Its legacy starts now. Our Leverage and Legacy plan will supercharge football in Aotearoa, grounded in 2 principles. Mana Wahine, elevating the spirit and mana of Wahine. And Tūranga Waiwai, our place of belonging, our foundation, our home. Built on 4 po or pillars. The power of opportunities, whakamana. Partnerships, mana ngātahi. Pathways, ara. And tiaki, people and places. Committed to the people and the land of Aotearoa, New Zealand, this plan leads the way by breaking barriers, paves the way for future generations, grows and strengthens the game through meaningful relationships, and creates a game for all and a place of connection. With Aotearoa United, legacy starts now.
second half. Second half underway at English Park, and the Pride in the sunshine bursting through the cloud. Of course, the sun's getting a bit lower here at English Park, but it is still that 2-0 to Canterbury Pride over Central. And I know that you've been busy doing some hard work, Annalie Longo, in the break, and been finding out about the injury to Kate Morey, which wasn't a pleasant one. She had to be stretchered off in the 38th minute. So what can you tell us about Central's Kate Morey and that injury?
Yeah, unfortunate there for Kate, but it sounds like it was an ankle injury. Hopefully just ligaments, but she has left the venue and gone for some scans. So fingers crossed there for Kate, and hopefully it is just a rolled ankle and nothing too serious.
And we've had some replacements come on.
Yes, we have. We've had Petra Buick and Chloe Bellamy leave the pitch, and we have a debut of Kendra Smith coming onto the pitch and Ella McCain both coming into the field of play. So both debuts for these girls, Kendra and Ella. Ella actually played 45 minutes for the youth earlier today, so nice to see her come out here for the senior team, and Kendra residing from Auckland, moving down here.
And the requirements when you are available to play both the Youth League, National League and the National League are?
So it's 240 minutes, which is the maximum. So we definitely do not encourage that for players, but there is a maximum amount of minutes they can play for player welfare. But really just to give those players an opportunity for minutes in both the youth and the women's league. So any players developing and needing opportunities in both, just gives that flexibility for
120,
coaches.
is it? 120?
120 minutes,
Yep.
sorry.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh, that's good. Good that they get an opportunity. It's quite a load, but I'm sure they won't utilise all that 120 as the Pride take the ball up the pitch. You can see the sun getting a bit lower, and it's brighter out there as well at English Park. What I can tell you, in the opening match of the 2022 National League for the women, New Zealand Football League, is that Eastern Suburbs have beaten Capital 4-1, and Taylor O'Brien scored all 4 Eastern Suburbs goals. That's not a bad way to start, is it?
What an opening.
Yeah.
4 goals. Really pleasing there for Taylor O'Brien. She's played in the league and the club for a number of years, so fantastic to see her scoring 4 goals.
What do they call that? A haul. I think it goes something like a brace is 2, hat-trick is 3, and a haul is 4. So she's got a haul. Wouldn't happen very often, would it? Chance to have a shot at goal for the Pride. I've been impressed with their passing ability in that opening 45. Do you think Coach Alana Gunn would have been impressed with her charges?
Yeah, I think certainly aspects of it. I think that composure was out there, but I think I think she'll be asking for a little bit more quality in that attacking third.
Asking for the offside there was Rebecca Lake, but Una Foyle to the rescue. Came out and booted it out, and we've got a strong whistle. 2-0 it is. And those goals, Whitney Hepburn in the 12th minute and Chloe Bellamy in the 38th. Did I write that down? 38th minute, 2-0 it was at half-time. Early stages of the second half. What can Central do? They need to be the next team to score if they're to get any kind of parity in this match, opening match for both these sides. Rebecca Lake coming up and taking the ball for the Pride up on that right flank, and Loy can't drag it in. Good contest. It's a good hustle. A lot of red shirts around that ball.
Looks like a bit of an adjustment in personnel for Canterbury United Pride, with Kendra slotting into that centre-back role. It looks like Rebecca Lake has been given the all-go to play out on this right kind of wing-back, full-back role. And it looks like Eleanor Firth might have pushed a little bit higher into midfield. So a few adjustments and changes for the Pride as they, I guess, look to challenge and change and you know, with these opening games, it's all about finding that cohesion and what works, you know, as you get later into the league.
And also converting their dominance really in terms of possession, and a shot across the face from Hepburn. It wasn't far away. Good speculative across, and I'm sure they would have had Alana Gunn telling them that just to, you know, that we've seen the interpassing happen a lot, maybe take some more direct shots. But we know that they can turn the ball over quickly, Central, and we're seeing that again now. Very quick on the counter-attack. And Foyle again employed. She's had a bit to do. Not always under a lot of pressure, but she still had a bit to do. As the Pride come away now up through their left flank. They've utilised that a lot in the opening 45. Ball coming across to Hepburn, who races to keep it in the field. Across the face it comes, and not a chance to get a direct shot away.
Really positive play there by Canterbury United Pride. We've got Ella McCann, who's just drifted up that left wing. Fantastic through ball there to Whitney Hepburn, and a quality cross and delivery, and I think it's actually come off the face of Ella McCann in that central role, but really lovely build-up play.
Lake and her high roll that she's got now. Looking to win the one-on-one, and she'll keep the ball. Straight over the top. And a shot now for left foot. Oh, a wonderful save. What a terrific save. Point blank. Moving to her right. Annie Foot. And stops it going any further than the 2-0 that it is.
Really nice turn there by Brittany Lear Nicholson, just finding herself inside the 18-yard box, gets a nice turn and shot with her left foot.
Had a bit of power behind it too, didn't it? Always looks good, the goal kicker going to her right, panelling the ball away. It had a bit of power in it. The sun might present a little bit of a problem for the Pride defence. Getting lower in the sky. It is just after 5 o'clock local time in the afternoon. But you couldn't really ask for better conditions.
Nice to see Brittany Lee Nicholson back here, back out for the National Women's League. Unfortunately, just before last season, she ruptured her ACL. Had a full 9 months out recovering, so really nice to see her back out here, starting for the Pride and creating opportunities, and I'm sure she'd like to get one today.
Cross the face and defence go the Pride, looking to set up that all familiar one-touch pass game that we've seen so far. With a couple of changes and asking for the offside and getting it.
Central just a little bit guilty of that offside flag, just a little bit eager to get those runs in behind, and Canterbury United doing well and stepping up, but it's been 3 or 4 calls they've run offside, and definitely something they'll need to pay attention to as they look to break forward in that transition.
We talked a little bit, didn't we, about the youthful exuberance and spontaneous skills, and that can bring really good rewards, but sometimes it can just be a little bit too far as well. Nicholson up there threatening. This is lovely work, isn't it? Keeping great control of the ball. Mortlock brought it from right into the centre, and the loopy ball over the top. Scrambling to get the ball away from the danger area. Pride hot on attack.
Cheeky nutmeg in there by Charlotte Mortlock.
It's a skill.
A short corner here, Mortlock on the ball, finding Lake. Lake looks to deliver. Just too close to any foot. Does well to collect.
Yeah, picked it out easily, didn't she? She'll be full of confidence making that brilliant save just moments ago. And offside this time for the Pride, is it? Taken quickly, wanting to get on with it. Central. I think the difficulty for Central, as we've seen it so far, they have been quick on the transition, but it's usually been a lone player running up there with not a lot of support. The difference in the build-up for the Pride with their close one-touch passing and getting players in numbers up there. The Central reliant generally on one player. But let's not take anything away from what they have put in this game so far. Certainly in defence they have scurried back and they've contested, they've been in the tackles. A bit of chat happening out there in the middle as well.
Just seen a little bit of a change in Central. They're just sitting slightly higher. So in the first half, you've seen them drop quite deep and defensive into their kind of own half. And you've just seen in the second half here, pressing a little bit higher up the pitch, trying to get numbers a little bit forward and beyond the ball, which does leave them exposed, as you've seen here with a nice switch here by Canterbury United Pride.
Yeah, promising movement. And played the game at pace too, didn't they? Again, that one-touch passing, trying to get away from their marker, their tackler. Any foot. Feature of her goal kicks they have quite flat, aren't they? And she's trying to get as much power as she can to get that ball out of her defensive area.
Actually notice she kicks from the ground with her right foot and from in the air with her left foot. It's an amazing skill.
It's pretty good, isn't it, to be able to use both feet. Different skills, but well picked up. Emily Longo, not a surprise.
For a goalkeeper, that's a pretty handy skill to have, being able to connect and distribute off both feet.
I mean, certainly when you do your homework about goalkeepers, you find out what their preferences are for sure. You've clearly found a very good piece of information that people will stack away and write back. Any foot, good off both feet. And they usually have one side that's stronger than the other as well. We saw her go to her right and parry that ball away. She's looked confident and she's marshalled the troops really well from deep defence. Now what can Central do with this? Got a position up the left flank. Can't get back past Michaela Hunt. And that will go back to Foyle. She's probably just happy to have the ball, feel her feet on it and redistribute.
You see Holly Kleinsman here pressuring, getting a little bit higher up the pitch. Georgie Fennell, same thing, a little bit higher, trying to get pressure on that, on those defending players. But just finding a little bit of space in between units. So there, Whitney Hepburn just getting on the ball and being able to turn and face forward. So if the front line's going to go, then you need your whole team to come with you. So midfielders need to step up and get compact.
Chance for the Pride now to get over the top it goes. Up and over. And a bit of power as well. But you're right, there always seemed to be a lot of space in the first half for the Pride to get their one-touch passing, especially from deep defence, and get it through that midfield quite quickly. But there is a challenge coming on them now. And Central do have to change what they're doing if they're going to worry the Pride and certainly put some pressure on that Pride defence. But they're doing extremely well. The young side wearing green and gold. not looking at reputations at all and just going in there and playing the ball on merit. A lot of talking from the Pride players now. They look to cash in. Lake distributes to the right, and the shot across, and Mortlock thought she was going to get that left foot in there and have a shot, and that time foot has shown us again just how good she is going to her right. It was dropping on her as well. She's having a fine game.
Again, good combination play. Just finding a bit of space out wide with Rebecca Lake, and then a beautiful ball along the ground to find Mortlock's feet. And just fortunately, Mortlock with the heavy touch. I think she'll have a few nightmares about that one tonight. A touch and finish I think she would have liked, but yeah, nice combination play, and good to see the Pride using the width and really stretching the central defence.
McCann, and the shot at goal now, and that has found the back of the net. That gave Annie Foot no chance at all, and it was interestingly on Foot's left-hand side rather than the right, as it excelled. 3-0 Pride.
McCann here just finding Kate Loy on her trusty left foot, and it's outside the box, and what a terrific finish that is into the top right corner, beating Annie Foot, the outstretched arm. Absolute quality there from Kate Loy on her favoured left foot, and picks the top corner out.
3-0, 63rd minute. And the Pride, after all the work that they have done, convert the possession that they've had. So McKenna Chittenden has come off for Central, and Holly Scott comes on wearing 14, with the Pride scoring their third goal. You talked about Kate Loy's left foot, and it has delivered for the Pride today. So Whitney Hepburn, Chloe Bellamy and Kate Loy, the goal scorers for the Pride, and a lot of changes coming from Central.
With a second sub, Stella Warner has come off, number 3, and Pip Coakley is coming on for Central Football in the number 12 shirt.
Now it's probably a good time to bring some fresh legs on. They've done extremely well, the Central defenders. Stella Warner, just 18, and that's an investment in the future, no doubt about that. Taken quickly, Pride on the move. Loy can't keep hold of it that time, the goal scorer. How can they have an opportunity themselves?
Good to see Pip Coakley coming onto the pitch. She's actually a mainland girl up from Nelson, been part of the mainland camps and through the age group ranks, so good to see her outplaying in the National Women's League for Central Football.
Another 18-year-old, invaluable time in this 2022 National League, New Zealand Football National League Championship. So much on offer. Career path is open for the players to work hard and further their opportunities for not only game time but higher honours. Lake out on the right, delivers, nice ball forward, in behind the two defenders who run very good lines and deny Canterbury the chance to get their foot on the end of that. Lisa Evans wearing 7. Lake with the throw in. And Loy. Always there, isn't she, Kate Loy? Wearing 8. Oh, lovely little left to right. And just can't get that shot away, Brittany Lee Nicholson. Not for the want of trying.
Beautiful introduction there by Lisa Evans. Just a little bit of disguise with that flick around the corner to find Brittany Lee.
Can the Pride conjure up here? They've used the short corner, and they do it again. Thought she'd just taken the ball a little bit too far, but there's nowhere for the defender to go. And taken again quickly. Mortlock goes a little left to right this time, across the face. There's two Canterbury players on that left hand of Annie Foot, denies the Pride. Did you get a touch on it?
I don't think she did. It's gone out for a goal kick.
Yeah.
So
She had a go at it, a swipe at it, didn't she? Had it covered, that's what I felt anyway. Certainly shown all great reactions today, especially going from left to right. Chance now for Central just to exit the ball. It's got some nice height on it. I mean, the possession stakes now for the two teams, and the Pride certainly would have, if we were doing the stats, a distinct advantage. And Central having to make a lot of tackles, but they come away with the ball this time and get a lovely little pass away as well over onto the right, but that is offside again. That offside trap working beautifully for the Pride.
good work there from Georgie for now, just pressuring the Pride, back four, winning possession. And the likes of Klinsman, some tidy feet, nicely drag back turn and finding that runner behind. But again, just that offside line.
Happy just to move the ball around and send it wide, get it back in field, late distributing. And the lovely ball away too. Look at that. That shows you the intensity and the tackle.
Yeah, really good step there by Lara Smith and then followed up by Kate Bennett. Two centre backs working hard together, stepping out well.
Chance for the Pride. They've got numbers up the front, and again the flat ball posed no problems for the defence.
Good block there by Kate Bennett.
But Rebecca Lake took a bit of a knock, taking a wee while to get up from that tackle. Enters the area wearing 3, Rebecca Lake. Upended she was.
Mortlock to deliver.
It's a great ball, isn't it? Oh, it's hit the back. And a nice curve on it.
The commentator's curse, I
Yeah.
think, that one.
Sorry.
Ireland, good composure there in that 6th roll.
Nice bit of individual skill. Yeah, fast pace up that left, but just lacking the control. Enables Lloyd to come back and dispossess. This part of the game for the Pride has been very good. Lisa Evans, since she's come on, has worked hard.
She certainly looked lively. You see Rebecca Lake just being a little bit more direct there, looking for that ball in behind with the likes of Lisa Evans getting in the channels.
It makes the defender make a tackle, doesn't it? I mean, you've got to win it. Nicholson. So it will be a long kick this time. Oh no, using a variation again. Lake.
Good first touch there by Hunt. And again, those safe hands of Annie Foot.
Use that left boot to exit the ball. hurt. Skidding along to try and keep the ball in.
Expect nothing less there from Lara Wall. She gives everything, that girl.
Evans again benefiting from the arm pull position that they're getting now from the midfield. Here she is again. Can she get that ball across? And again, foot dives to get a touch, and the reaction from the deep defenders has been excellent. Shot at goal, and that goes wide. So they're coming from all angles now, aren't they? It's a relentless barrage almost on the central goal. And her foot is in there and denying. You happy with the quality opening game, Emily Longo?
Yeah, certainly a few mistakes from both teams, but I think both sides will be pleased with the opening in terms of that commitment. There's definitely a few tired bodies as we head into the last kind of 20 minutes of the game, but I think overall the Pride do look like they've been pretty composed and relaxed, but it's been a fantastic battle of Central. You know, they're making it very difficult for the Pride, working hard and, you know, making it difficult.
Yeah, they've challenged and they've contested. They've even had opportunities as well, but we've talked about the offside trap by the Pride, and it's caught them out on at least 6 occasions now. It's a little bit ungainly, but they keep the ball to the Pride. And Foyle again comes to redistribute that ball in deep defence. Nice work.
Quick play there by Central, just shifting the ball. Lara Smith on the ball.
And this is generally where it's been sealed off, hasn't it, for Central. They've done well to get the ball out of their defensive area so many times. Oh, that was just a straight dispossess, wasn't it? Working hard, trying to get possession, get a little scrap of Georgie Fennell brilliance. Now, what can Central do with this? We've got some subs, have we? Some changes in that Central lineup. Bring them to you when we get them.
It looks like Rebecca Truitt, number 2, has come off the pitch for Central, and Madison Hughes, number 15, has come on.
Well, Truitt's had a fine game, and she certainly run a lot of Ks out there today for Central. Now they've got a chance to get that in. There's a lot of left-footed players, aren't there, in this match? Foyle just taking her time. Characteristic for Loy to give it away, but she got it back and got the ball out to the left. They're getting something behind it, Central. That was good stuff from Georgie Fennell. Her ability to stay in the game, her heading has been impressive. This is where they've got to be a bit careful here, Central. Mortlock. And that'll be a free kick to the Pride. What can they set up here? And defensively, what can Central do here? What would you do? I've seen some trickery from you, Annalie Longo, in these little set-piece plays.
No trickery here. I think all you're looking for is it shooting range. It might be slightly too far out. Or can you connect with some of the tall timber in the box?
The ball goes in and foot reads it superbly well.
It's just that awkward distance between maybe too far to shoot and a bit of an awkward angle to deliver.
Oh, they're still running, the Pride, and still getting into their structure. Hunt. Very steady at the back for the Pride. Just giving a little signal of where she wanted the ball to go. Oh, well, look at that. That's a bit of a stunner, isn't it? Terrific bit of skill.
That's what you like to see in your centre backs, isn't it?
Yeah, wow. That time, that's not so flash, and a shot at goal comes, and it's easily not directed well. But having the shot, having a go.
Again, the Pride are just guilty of giving away possession just a little bit too easily there. Looking to find midfielders on the ball, but just giving possession away and allowing Central to get the ball and get those chances on goal.
Changes for the Pride. On comes number
those changes
9,
now coming
Frankie
thick and
Morrow,
fast
number
from
14,
both
Jazz
teams.
McDonald,
Frankie Morrow's
number 11,
on,
Brittany
wearing
Lee,
9.
and number 3, Bex Lake.
Looks like Rebecca Lake, Captain Rebecca Lake, has been replaced.
(3-0).
And amongst that, it looks like Whitney Hepburn has also gone off.
Well, this will be a good test, won't it? The two experienced, and you know, they are rock solid, those two players for the Pride. 78th minute. 2-0 it was at half-time. Whitney Hepburn opened the scoring, and Chloe Bellamy made it 2. Kate Lloyd, with her outstanding left boot, made it 3-0. 62nd minute.
Good pressure there from Central, just forcing Mortlock to go back. Again, high press here from Central, looking to step a little bit higher. As the Pride look to circulate the ball and keep possession.
Well, they've turned it over, and that's been excellent. And again, the shot goes across the face, but you can see what Central are trying to set up. Worrying, putting pressure on.
See what happens here, you just put a little bit of pressure on the ball. Midfielders are picking up that ball in higher spaces, and it's just now that final product now for Central. So if they can get themselves into those areas, can we get a shot on target, or can we bring someone else into the game? But really pleasing to see Central step up the pitch a little bit higher and put pressure on this Canterbury United side.
Now does really well, but she can't do it on her own. And I guess, oh, that's a clever pass. Look one way, past the other, through the midfield. Look at the space and pace of Mortlock. But again, the pressure on the tackle. And the ball just too far away. Donald on. And again, the shot is blocked. But coming under a bit of pressure now, the Pride defence, through some outstanding work from Central, who are not giving up for one moment.
Centre back Kate Bennett just on the ball there, getting a little bit higher up the pitch.
She's had an outstanding match. It's almost as they've come more alive, the Central team, in the last 5 minutes. They've been stung into action. You know, we talked maybe both teams might have been feeling the pressure of their first game, and the lungs might have been hurting, and the legs getting a little bit of lactic acid build up. But Central have done well.
Yeah, certainly just a little bit of change in intensity, stepping up a little bit higher on the pitch, forcing mistakes. And you've seen they've been, you know, rewarded with 2 or 3 chances on goal, although they haven't been on target. You know, it's pleasing, and that creates momentum, and certainly a little bit of confidence and belief in the Central players.
I guess the one constant for the Pride is Lara Wall, who's been outstanding in the 4 shirt, especially up that left flank. She's still on there.
Yeah, she's got fantastic work rate. She gets up and down. I'd actually like to see her involved a little bit more if they can get her higher up the pitch. She's dangerous in those crossing positions, but for me, she's been a little bit deep so far. And I think if the midfield can combine and release her a little bit higher, I think the Pride will definitely create more chances.
Well, that is really clever stuff from Kate Loy. She misdirected her pass. She knew she had to retrieve possession, came back, and certainly got that back for the Pride. It's the other thing that the Pride coach Alana Gunn will look for. If you do make a little error, it's your job to rectify it. She certainly took that on herself. The precision not there, is it, as much for the Pride? Their passing that we saw in that opening 60 minutes, but they've got it back now. Can they distribute where they want to? Well, certainly Annie Foote will feel that she's contributed well for Central with her goalkeeping. Outstanding saves, reaction saves.
She has been busy. To see the Pride losing a little bit of cohesion. There's 4 or 5 subs now on the pitch, and that just changes a little bit of the cohesion of the team.
Shot now at goal, and again, Foote comes out and gets as much body behind it as she could, and parried the ball away with her, almost looked like her right hip. And it's enabled Central to come back, and again, the transition is really quick. It's fantastic work.
Really good there by Annie Foote, just making herself big. I think Frankie Morrow was the player with the shot on target that probably would have liked to do a little bit better in finding a corner, but absolutely fantastic saves there by Annie Foote, making herself big and getting in the way.
Well, she's certainly done well with the saves on her right side. I remember the third goal that Kate Loy was able to get was across to Annie Foote's left. But she's been like a magnet to that ball, isn't she? And the sun's just popped behind a bit of cloud cover here at English Park.
Good to see both benches being released onto the field, full subs being used, which is nice for the players to get on the pitch and experience National Women's League football, especially in the opening match. So nice to see the coaches using full benches and giving all players a run.
Yeah, well, you want to be in contention for a run on position, don't you? And you want to affect the outcome, so it's a great opportunity to say to the coach, pick me. Oh, that's a lovely twist and turn from McCann, and enables a shot at goal again across to a left this time. Annie Foote was so sure.
Good build up there from Canterbury United. First time shot there, left foot from Frankie Morrow.
Oh, Kate Pennett's been outstanding in the defence for Central. Again, her confidence on the ball, that little left to right to exit the ball out of defence for Central. Loy, what can she do now? Get the ball. And a little push in there as well. Not Coakley says, I'm not having you come close to me.
Good strength there by Coakley. She's just got her body between Morrow and the ball, and then just showing a bit of strength to keep her off the ball.
Last few minutes of this opening match for both these sides. 3-0 it is to the Pride. Remembering last year when these two sides met, different personnel of course, it was a 6 and a 4-0 victory to the Pride. Certainly some progress has been made by Central. Such a young side. And efforts like that, that's Georgie Fennell again, isn't it?
Yeah, she's been really lively here in the second half, showing a little bit of speed, a little bit of creativity, and nice to see her getting involved.
17 years of age, what a future. And she has brought her team back into it in the last 10 minutes, and she's provided the little bit of fizz that they needed just to gee themselves up and keep denying the Pride the accuracy that they had earlier in the game, especially with their passing.
Absolutely, just that confidence to want to get on the ball and stay on the ball and take players on, and she definitely shows she's got a bit of a turn of pace, and yeah, fantastic to see that confidence from her.
And willingness to go forward. Great ball forward for the Pride now. Can they get a shot on goal? And again, look who's back there. Spoiling the party, Kate Bennett. Outstanding, and she's still running hard as well. The challenge has been greater, there's no doubt about that, by Central. On every pass like that, 2 round the ball, they secure possession. Can they keep it? Just to repeat, the injury to Central's Kate Morey. She has had some damage to her ankle ligaments. We're not sure exactly what the extent is. She's off having scans, but it was a big loss for Central in that first half to have her stretchered off. We certainly wish her a speedy recovery, as we do to Annalie Longo, who's joined us in commentary today. Been very lucky and spoiled. What can the Pride finish with? A bit of a flourish. Charlotte Mortlock wearing 10. Central. It's been quite close, really, overall, hasn't it? When you think about, you know, there hasn't been great extremes of gaps between the different structures. Central's always been up there for a challenge. There hasn't been a huge amount of freedom to run with the ball.
Yeah, certainly. I think you've seen a different style from Central here in the second half, but Pride overall have had a lot of possession, and it's been a lot in this attacking third, but not a lot of quality in the final attacking third in terms of crosses and shots. Annie Foot's obviously made a number of quality saves, but very much direct and at her. So not too many into the corners and really challenging Annie Foot in goal. But certainly a good outing here for Central. They've worked very hard. They've shown a couple of different styles. I like to see the 3-5-2 formation. They've just struggled when their back two have sit in and almost created a bit of a 5. So if they can push those up and get them a bit higher.
Ooh, great in the air as well. Annie Foot plucked that one out.
Dangerous delivery there by Mortlock, but Foot's done extremely well to hang on to that.
Well, they've kept running. They've never given up, Central. And they've got bodies behind in defence, which has made it hard for the Pride to find their way through and get quality shots on goal. So we're into extra time. We've had the 90th minute. Just got a little darker with that sun sitting in behind the cloud cover.
Holly Kleinsman again, just never giving up, not stop running. She's worked very, very hard here for the Central team.
Referee Tom Lawson just having a little squiz at his watch, seeing what the time was. A good ball in. Chance for Central. Can they make something of it? And it goes up and over the top. Foyle not really employed that time to have to make the save. But again, it's just indicative of Central just hanging in the game, aren't they? They're giving it everything they've got.
Nice bit of direct play in behind the back four and managing to escape the offside line, which is good to see. And a shot again off target, which I think the Central girls will be a little bit disappointed with the number of chances they've created in the second half, just not to find the target a little bit more.
Oh, that's a little bit untidy in deep defence. That could have been costly for the Pride, and it's not out of danger yet. Some clever work, and they'll be relieved that Foyle's got the ball now. So again, just that extra pressure that Central have exerted over the last 15 minutes.
Canterbury United getting a little bit complacent in that midfield, a little bit sloppy with that back pass, and just allowing Central to create an opportunity.
It's Tom Lawson with 3 big blows on the whistle, signalling with it getting a little bit of the dust falling here at English Park. But what we can tell you, it was 2-0 at half-time, but it's Canterbury Pride through goals to Whitney Hepburn, Chloe Bellamy and Kate Loy with that left boot to make it 3-0. Doesn't tell you the full score. But Canterbury Pride 3-0 over Central Football. Let's have a look at those highlights.
Well done,
These two teams in the opening match.
And thank you all for coming out
The shot on
today.
target, and he's just not able to hang on to it, and it's Whitney Hepburn that taps it into the back of the net with a simple finish at the back post. Chloe Bellamy here, just a cut inside on her right foot and strikes, and nicely placed into that bottom corner for her debut. Opening and goal. Annie Foote certainly showing her quality in the second half, a number of shots and chances, but we've got Kate Loy here on the edge of the box with her left foot, and again just a beautiful tidy finish into the top corner. Kate Loy special from outside the box. Chance here to Lisa Evans. Beautiful delivery there by Charlotte Mortlog into the box, and Lisa Evans just puts it over the bar. Delivery here by Ella McCann, finding Frankie Morrow, and again Annie Foote does it exceptional well, makes herself big, and a perfect save. Delivery here in, Annie Foote does well to hold on to it. Really clinical here from Annie Foote today. She was exceptional for that Central team, and nice to see her playing out in the National Women's League and having I suppose you could say a good opener, although losing 3-0 and conceding 3 goals. I thought she was exceptional, and she did what she could with those opportunities.
Totally agree, Annalie Longo. Really good summation up there. It would have been a lot larger, that scoreline, for the Pride if Annie Foote hadn't have been in the certain mood that she was in to deny, and showing her athleticism and her ability to read the game. It's been very, very fine performance from Annie Foote, and a gutsy team performance from Central, but you cannot deny the fact that the Canterbury Pride, they will have enjoyed superior possession. They were able to put the ball away when they had to, and that will give them a lot of confidence winning this opening match for them in this very important National League, New Zealand Football National League for the women. It is the Canterbury Pride, though, who have taken the win points over Central Football by 3-0.